breaks the power of sin and darkness, whose love is mighty and so much stronger. The King of glory, the King above all kings, who shakes the whole earth with holy thunder and leaves us breathless in awe and wonder. The King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross, you laid down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Who brings our chaos back into order, who makes the orphan a son and daughter. The King of glory, the King of glory, who rules the nations with truth and justice, shines like the sun in all of its brilliance. The King of glory, the King above all kings. This is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross, you laid down your life, that I would be set free. Oh, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, worthy is the King who conquered the grave. Worthy is the Lamb who was slain, worthy, worthy, worthy. Oh, this is amazing grace. This is unfailing love, that you would take my place, that you would bear my cross, you laid down your life, that I would be set free. Whoa, Jesus, I sing for all that you've done for me.
When I was in middle school, I was actually on a cross-country ski team, and we obviously skied on snow, but there were some times where we needed to do practice or off-season training where there wasn't snow, it wasn't cold enough, and so we actually did on-land training, and they had these really long skis that had wheels underneath, and so you put one on each foot, and then you would be with poles. You'd be skiing, cross-country skiing on dry land. And I don't know if it's because of where I grew up or the time or whatever, but it was pretty embarrassing to be seen. You'd be doing these skiing things with these long, and people would be staring at me like, well, what is that? What are those guys doing? It's just weird. It's really embarrassing. But then when my skiing on dry land days were over, I actually picked up a new sport. It's actually rollerblading. So kind of a similar motion and similar kind of exercise. Roller skates, except the skates are in one line, like ice skates, right? And you can do the motion of ice skating, except with wheels on the ground. And so my friends and I used to rollerblade quite a bit. We would be looking, especially for places with really smooth ground, because the wheels are, pretty sensitive towards rough pavement, and so you needed to find good paved areas or cement areas where the ground is really smooth, so that it's easier to rollerblade around. At that time, there weren't really any roller rinks, at least where we lived. It just wasn't a popular sport. You couldn't really find a roller hockey rink like this to go skate on. So basically, what we had to do is we had to find empty parking lots and just bring a goal and some sticks, and then and do practice or play or whatever, kind of like just pickup games in abandoned parking lots with smooth ground. And so there was this particular time where we were playing late at night in some parking lot that was technically not open. I mean, no, we were playing. They were playing in this parking lot that was technically not open to the public, and a police car came, and so I don't know if because we've been reported. I mean, they had been reported to be using this parking lot when they're not supposed to, but my friends, they all had to just skate away and hide from the police, because the police were there probably to kick them out of this parking lot that they were skating in and playing hockey in when they shouldn't have been at, like, I don't know, it's like 11 or 12 o'clock at night. In the Bible, it says, "Live as children of light, for the fruit of the light consists in all goodness, righteousness, and truth. And find out what pleases the Lord. Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness, but rather expose them." This has so many different levels, because the things that we're engaged in, things that we're doing and thinking about, is complicated, right? We spend a lot of time just thinking about things on our own, in our own mind and head. And sometimes the things that we're thinking about, sometimes the things they're festering in our mind are not healthy. They're not good. And sometimes what that means is we have to retrain what we're thinking, and other times it means that you have to really just pray and ask God to change you and to work from the inside out, to make you the kind of person He wants you to be, as far as how you think and how you think about things. And then there are the things that we do, and I think it especially for the things that we do on our phone or on our computers and how we spend our time. Some of the things we might be embarrassed about, but others of them we would be ashamed if people found out. And every family is different. The size of your family, the location of your house, and things like that. But I would encourage you to find a way to make a way to create safeguards around how you spend your time, especially on the computer or on the phone. Don't be looking at stuff or doing stuff away from other people. Bring your phone and computer and tablet out into public areas in your family. The living room, family room. Encourage people to be together as you guys are doing stuff online. Don't hide away what you're doing. Recognize that what you may be doing can be embarrassing, but if you're ashamed of it, there might be something wrong with it. This is what God has called you to. God has called you to a life of living in the light, a life of holiness, of character, of integrity. But sometimes we, in order to encourage us along the ways, we need to make some decisions that will help us do that better. I hope in times like these, when you have a lot more time, and maybe you're home alone a lot or unsupervised from your parents, that you can make wise decisions about the kind of person you want to be and how you want to spend your time, how you're going to live as a children of light. May God Himself, the God of peace, sanctify you through and through. May your whole spirit, soul, and body be kept blameless at the coming of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.